Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here in this vessel. I'm having the greatest time, and God truly loves me. Everything works out for me, and I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Hi, I'm Patience. I'm your favorite psychic medium, intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify. Unideal, and we're here to teach you about your non-physicalness and do psychic collective detective psychic development reads here on the YouTubes, and we're so happy to be here. I just hope that anything we do helps, and I know that it's helping me, and it's fun, and I love doing it, so I'm going to keep doing what feels good, because that's what you're supposed to do. You follow what feels good emotionally, not physically, but emotionally. Things that make you feel safe, things that make you feel grounded, things that make you feel whole and complete and joy. That's what you follow. And then you'll follow your alignment. Okay. So we're here. We're doing a collective read for A Spirit Speaks for Tyler. Yes, and you will not. Spirit says Tyler all the time. I don't know Tyler, but Spirit wants Tyler to be called out for something, because if it's here, it's under spiritual court. Things that get done in the dark that doesn't court. Spirit said court. This is spiritual court. We uncover things that people do in the dark that they think nobody sees, that they need to take accountability for. I'm Oracle number 36 of the High Divine Order. I have cleared my field by healing my wounds, and we teach you how to do that on Spirit News on Spotify. Of course, I haven't healed all my wounds. It's a journey, not a destination. The destination is the journey. Certain. I love you, Spirit. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for being here. So I thought we would just kind of be a little looser. I usually have boom, boom, boom things lined up, but I'm like, let me just be a little looser. Let me let go of the reins a little bit. Let me just let the energy flow, because I am learning. I'm a childhood psychic, but I'm new to honoring it. So I'm kind of late in the game, but it doesn't mean that you can't change who you are or change who you want to be. All right. And I love you very much, by the way. I love you so much. I'm here for you. I hope this gives you a higher perspective of your linear view, and you learn something. And we all learn something. I learn a lot by these. 222 on the clock. I love that. Okay, Spirit, tell me in the Bible what you want me to know about Tyler. What? Da, 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 da. Foolishness of idolatry. Okay, another idolater. Idolater? I don't know how to say it. Well, it's Baruch 6. Baruch. I'm just going to start at the top because there isn't a thingy. Widow, they do not pity. The orphan, they do not help. These gilded and silvered wooden statues are no better than stones from the mountains. Their worshippers will be put to shame. How then can it be thought or claimed that they are gods?
Just amazing.
Oh, shit. Tyler, you in trouble. Even the Chaldeans themselves have no respect for them, for when they see a deaf mute unable to speak, they bring forward Bel and expect him to make a sound, as though he could hear. They themselves are unable to reflect and abandon these gods, for they have no sense. And the women with cords around them sit by the roads burning chaff for incense. And whenever one of them is taken aside by some passerby who lies with her, a prostitute, she mocks her neighbor who has not been thought thus worthy and has not had her cord broken. All that is done for these gods is a fraud. How then can it be thought or claimed that they are gods? So this person could possibly sell their body or be part of some kind of brothel or something, and they pillow talk with their John's about how someone's unworthy who has not broken their cord to God. So that means, but they're idolizing false idols. They have some kind of entitlement because they think that they have more power or something, and they mock their neighbor who they thought thus were unworthy, who has not been thought worthy. They are produced by woodworkers and goldsmiths. They are nothing other than what these artisans wish them to be. They must have they must have a literal statue or something or an altar with statues that they worship, but it's not God. I think they think it is God though. Because it says, how then can it be thought or claimed that they are gods? All that is done for these gods is a fraud. How then can it be thought or claimed that they are gods? They are produced by woodworkers and goldsmiths. They are nothing more than these artisans who wish them to be. Even those who produce them are not long-lived. Even the people who produce these statues aren't of God. How then can these things have produced be gods? They have left frauds and disgrace to their successors. For when war or disaster comes upon them, the priests deliberate among themselves. The priests. This person could be a dark high priest. This person's a dark high priest. How then can one not understand that these are not gods, who save themselves neither from war nor from disaster? Beings that are wooden, gilded, and silvered, they will later be known for frauds. To all nations and kings it will be clear. Hi! Thanks for being here. We have a dark high priest that has an altar with false gods on it made out of wood or something. And God's like, how then can it be thought or claimed that they are gods? Buried. And there's someone that they mock. There's a neighbor that they mock, that they deem unworthy because their cord hasn't been broken, their cord to God. They themselves are unable to reflect and abandon these gods, for they have no sense. This person has no sense, God says. They set no king over the land, nor do they give rain. They neither vindicate their own rights, nor do they rescue anyone wronged, for they are powerless. They're like crows in midair. For when fire breaks out in the temple of these wooden or gilded or silvered gods, though the priests flee and are safe, they themselves are burned up in the fire like timbers. Their foolishness of idolatry. Huh. Let's look in Kingdom of the Cults. Spirit, can you tell us more about this person, Emily? This person idolizing false gods? The point on the investigative judgment is clear evidence of Arminianism, in which Dr. Hokima finds sufficient devil. This devil worshipping. Spirit just said devil. They're worshiping the devil and they're hiding their hands. They're worshiping false gods that are actually the devil. The point on the investigative judgment is clear evidence of Dr. Humika's finds sufficient ground to justify the cult label being applied to Adventists. But why just to Adventists? Why not to Pentecostals, Methodists, Anglicans, Episcopalians, Lutherans, and others who accept the same Arminian premises, though they have not carried them out? Though they have not carried them out to the literalism of the Adventists, haven't the investigative judgment. Relative to Sabbatarianism, the 14th chapter of Romans justifies the keeping of the seventh-day Sabbath or any other day by any Christian who believes he's keeping it unto the Lord. I told you this person thinks that it's God, but it's the devil. It can become legalistic as Sunday can become legalistic, but merely because the seventh day is honored instead of the first is no ground for the description of cult. There's persons in a cult that they think they're talking to God, and they're they think that a neighbor or somebody in their community is unworthy because because they believe in God. Naturalized. But they're like, no, I believe in God. I have all this power and I do this and that and I dibble dabble in the bibbity bops. But they're like under a false illusion of God. God's like, I don't exist in a wooden statue. I don't exist in their silver gold statues. If the house burns down, your idols burn down. I'm omnipotent. I don't even have form, and you claim that those idols are me. It's not me. Wow, come through, Spirit. Come through. Where should we go? Let's see. Where should we go? All right. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please tell us what you want us to know. What needs to get out to be Satan. Oh my gosh. Spirit wants this person. I should have did this person a while ago. I don't know why I didn't. I guess it was the right time right now. This person is possibly possessed by Satan. Satan, the devil, dead, naturalized. Wow. The lone survivor of a terrible trolley accident. So this person may have had a near-death experience, or they may have been visited by something or an entity, a voodoo doll that looks just like you. They practice voodoo. They practice voodoo, and they have false idols, possibly an altar. They're making my throat chakra close up. Spirit, please clear my throat chakra. Anything coming out my throat chakra, make it fall down immediately. Bigfoot finally ready to stop being so shy. This person is hiding, like Bigfoot. This person could have possibly gotten into some kind of near-death accident that caused them to be visited by maybe an entity, or maybe they had an entity attachment and they saw it in their near-death experience that made them create an altar. This entity could have came to them and claimed to be God or something. Bigfoot finally ready to... Oh, I see what you're saying. So, Bigfoot. This person thought they were talking to God in their near-death experience because they probably had some kind of attachment on them that they saw when they were in between the worlds, but it was really a dark energy attachment, and it came and said hello to it like it was Bigfoot or something, or this person viewed it as Bigfoot, like they viewed it as like, oh my God, it's God, like God was ready to talk to them and stop being shy. They thought because they had a near-death experience that it must for sure be God, but they really just had a dark energy attachment that they saw when they were in between worlds. Two teens falling in love for the first time. This could possibly be a young man. This could possibly be someone pretty young. This could possibly be someone young and who's gay. Um, they're in a same-sex relationship with someone, but they're very young. So, and they have a dark energy attachment that claims to be God. Yep. An angry mob about to burn an innocent woman as a witch. They could have gotten a group together, a group of people, maybe some of their teenage friends, some neighbors, some parents, some family members. Excuse. They could have made up some excuse. Oh, I gotcha. They told these people they saw God in their near-death experience and that God told them to do something. But it wasn't God. It was a negative energy attachment. It was a little leprechaun. And the negative energy attachment said, if you do this, you'll have basically your wishes will come true. But the negative energy attachment had them target a innocent person. I don't know why yet, but they had them target an innocent person. And so these people were under the false pretense that during this near-death experience that this person was contacted by God, but it was really a dark energy attachment. So they got their lover, their family, their friends, the neighborhood to believe in the leprechaun, that a leprechaun was going to, not a leprechaun, but that God was going to grant them wishes if they do certain things. Oh, they really don't want me to talk. This person don't want me to talk. What else? A group of concerned parents that will one day convince the government to outlaw video games. So this person convinced a group of people to condemn an innocent person and to ban something that is as arbitrary as a video game. Doesn't have to be a video game, but something like it. They basically hunted. Yeah, they're hunting down, just like the Bible said. This person was disagreeing with someone in their neighborhood that they found to be unworthy. Oh my gosh, my throat chakra. I was fine a second ago. Hold on, let me just cleanse this out. Spirit, please get rid of any energy that's stopping me from giving this message. Blocking my throat chakra. Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you. So this person has a negative energy attachment that's possibly, Spirit said, devil and Satan. They had it before they had the near-death experience. And when they had the near-death experience, they were able to interact with it. And so that was an invitation, you know? It was like an invitation because this person's young. They're possibly a teenager or like 18, 19, 20. They didn't understand. They could possibly have a patch or something wrong with their eye, actually. The energy attachment that claimed to be God, because, we hear of near-death experiences and everyone's always like, yeah, this awesome thing happened and I saw God and it's beautiful. Well, this person may have just immediately just met their energy attachment and just assumed it was God. And then, the devil or Satan, whatever you want to call it, played off of that and told them to create an altar, told them to get idols, told them they met somebody in the neighborhood that was an innocent woman, and they talked a bunch of people into believing them because they believe it, that they talked to God. So they started some weird cult because they think that this person talks to God, and they started a group of people that are about to burn an innocent woman as a witch, an angry mob, a group of people that are convinced that this person has to go. All 40 people between you and the British Crown. Yeah, because this person feels, oh my gosh, this person is under the impression. Oh my gosh, this person does not want me to talk. I'll strike you down. Get out of here. Jiminy crickets. They just are not themselves. And they're very manipulative. They're very nasty. They used to be shy, but now they're all like friendly and stuff. And they've convinced a bunch of people. And there's basically, they made a cult. This entity attachment had them build a cult. And they have their parents, they have their lovers, they have the neighborhood, all coming after one person. Why are they coming after this person? Because this person believes in God. Because this person actually is a person of God. That's why. That's why this negative energy attachment has you targeting one person who's of God. Man. They think that this person of God is evil because this negative energy attachment is evil and doesn't want anyone who's actually has a clear field to be around, because that is a threat to them. It's a threat to what they want, because it's like good and evil, good versus evil. This entity, oh my gosh, a leader of a dangerous cult. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. They've targeted a person of God, someone who's cleared their field, who has Christ consciousness. That's what nuns have. Nuns have Christ consciousness. Nuns, monks, they all have Christ consciousness. And there's someone in your neighborhood that has reached the level of Christ consciousness, like a nun or a monk, and that's why this entity has made all this trouble. And they tell these people that they're going to have a prize or something. They tell these people that if they do this, that they're going to get something out of it. But they're not. That's a lie. It's not true. It's all a lie. They just wanted to get a bunch of people against this person of God. A beloved small town librarian. Yeah, this person's like a little librarian. She loves children. She's very nice. She likes to read books. She's just very normal. But these people, this entity attachment has brainwashed these people into believing that this person is somehow dangerous, but she's not. Look. Internet Explorer. This entity has been having this person look up rituals online, how to do rituals online. Or they go to the library and use the computer at the library. They may go to frequent 6 different libraries to look up on their internet rituals to do against this person of God. A group of close-knit teen friends on their last day together before they leave for college. They could do these rituals with 3 of their closest friends, and that's how they, like the power of 3. But they're told to do this by the entity that they think is God. They think God's telling them to do this, and that's why they feel this person's unworthy, because this person's actually of God. They still have their cord intact, but none of these people have their cords intact. None of these people are of God, because they've been convinced by a young man who thinks he had a near-death experience with God. I'm so proud of you, your dad. So they even have their parents convinced that they're God, basically. A grumpy old dragon sitting on a hoard of treasure. They could potentially have stolen some kind of treasure or amount of money. And we're getting happy hearing about that. Hey, Marge. There's something that they took from you, from this. I don't know. There's something they stole. They could have stole a large lump sum of money from a friendly leprechaun. I think the leprechaun has to do more with what these people are. These people allowed these people allowed a young man to trick them into thinking that they're God and created a cult. But he thinks he's actually talking to God. But in the Bible, God's like, you're not gonna find me in a doll. Oh my God, my freaking throat. They really don't want me to talk. That's it. Let me bust out the big guns. Any energy trying to stop me from giving this message, I strike it down immediately. Please remove it from my field and seal it off. Thank you so much. Yeah, this energy feels like dull. It feels dull, like I don't know why, but it feels like I want to say it feels like matte paint, like just flat, very like it feels unalive. It feels like it's an empty vessel. Like there's no vitality, there's no personality. It's just this person was tricked by a trickster entity, by the devil, and they turned him into a predator.
Right.
Spirit said, right. It turned him into a predator with a taste for human flesh, because probably they've been doing rituals with human sacrifices. But God does not require human sacrifice. The only sacrifice he requires is your obedience. That's all he requires is self-control and your obedience, your praise of him, your gratitude to be alive. That's all he requires. You don't have to burn anything for him. You don't have to kill anything for him. He would never ask you to do that. And that's where that's why this person was targeted, because when they got into this accident where they're the lone survivor, they really did have a near-death experience, but when they had it, their energy field was at a low field, so they were susceptible, and they may have already had a negative energy attachment, probably from some kind of childhood trauma, maybe a sexual trauma, something like that. And so when they were in between worlds, when they were half alive, half dead, they were a vessel, and they may have invited something in that they thought was something it wasn't. And when they woke up, they probably had, like, some supernatural powers. They probably had some psychic powers because of the entity. The entity gave them some kind of authority or some kind of power, but they don't know how to discern energy. So, and it was matching their energy, because it's a low energy, they were a low energy. So they didn't have the gift of discernment. And so this thing started telling them to get voodoo doll, get an altar, get this, get that. And then they started recruiting people. And they started recruiting people, starting with maybe people they were in relationships with. And then it went to their family. And then it went to the neighborhood. And then it went to work. And then those people got more people. And pretty soon they created a cult. And because this negative energy attachment is the devil, it targeted the one person in the neighborhood who reached Christ consciousness, who's like a nun. Who's like a nun. And they continue to do rituals to boost their power or whatever. They possibly frequent 6 different libraries to use their internet to look up rituals. And after a while, they thought they were playing some kind of game of chess. They thought they were being strategic. The entity has them thinking that they have this grand plan to like take over the world or something, or to at least get this. They're targeting someone with Christ consciousness, an innocent person. Yes, Spirit says yes. They're targeting an innocent person and portraying them to be evil when really they're the ones who are evil, because the devil wants to unalive this person who's reached Christ consciousness, because this person would be able to teach everybody how to heal. And the devil does not want people to heal. The devil wants to keep people in a low frequency so they continue doing weird things for some change. Okay? But all these people are fooled by this person. They're all fooled by this person. They think that this person's God because this person thinks that God came to them, but it was not God. And now they're a predator with a taste for human flesh, and they target people, and they have 3 close-knit friends that from school or something that they do rituals with. They do rituals when they're not with the group with 3 people, because it's the power of 3. When you do dark magic, you have to have power sources. So you have to have like all these, you got to do it on certain moon cycles at night, and you got to like hop on one foot and have 3 people and like put your arm over your head and just dumb shit that God does not, God would never. God does not need you to feed him. God does not need you to kill things for him. God does not need you to look at a doll and say, I love you. God is omnipotent. He made everything. He's everywhere, all at the same time. God is within, God is without. It's like God would never ask you to hurt anything. So they targeted someone who's a good witch. A young witch using her powers for good. I just said that, didn't I? So this person's not really a witch, but they have manifestation, because when you're in Christ consciousness, you're a master manifester, because you understand energy. You understand that by finding joy, you get exactly what you want, because the universe is abundant, and everything you want has already happened before. Nothing's new. Everything's already happened. So anything you want it's already exists. You just have to match your energy to it. And the way to match your energy to it is to raise your vibration, to clear your field. This entity really, really took these people for really tricked all these people. Really. It's sad, honestly. This entity ran amok in this neighborhood, all for one target. This target must be a big deal. This target must be a big deal. They must be really important for the future, for this entity to go through all this trouble.
The number 10.
The number 10 is where it says. This Kim Jong-un, this person who is little teenage Timmy who got into a near-death experience, is now Kim Jong-un, because his energy has just been so tainted. He's not operating in the same in his old energy. He's just a vessel now for this dark entity attachment. And they potentially could have stole a large amount of money from this Christ consciousness person. The world's most reliable baby pet sitter. And a billionaire about to donate their entire fortune to a charity of your choice. So, yeah, they could have stole money from this person who's like the most reliable babysitter because they're a good person. And they don't deserve to be targeted. They're being targeted because of this entity. Otherwise, nobody would care about this person and what they're doing because they're not hurting anybody. But there's been a lot of lies told. There could potentially actually be some wealthy person that's in this cult. Spirit, tell me, let me change cards. All right, let's see. Spirit, I want to know what's like what's the end, what are we doing here? Like, how's this gonna end? What's gonna happen? Who's this billionaire? What does they have to do with anything? Okay. Oh, Spirit, tell me about this wealthy man. Oh, this group is having arguments right now. 5 of Wands, they're in an upheaval. There's modulate. Oh, this wealthy man is in an argument or a disagreement with something. Probably this Tyler person, this vessel that's created the cult. They're in an argument right now. They're in a state of instability. They're looking for how to get free of this situation. They want harmony. Four of Wands. They want harmony and community. They want to fix this somehow. Why do they want to fix it? 3 of Wands. I have 3, 4, 5 Wands. Aries energy. They want to fix it because gleefully, Spirit says they want to fix it gleefully because they see an opportunity. They may be coming from overseas. They see an opportunity for expansion. There's some kind of development change going on. There's some kind of stage of completion they want to exchange. They want to exchange something with you? What's that about? Tell me more. What do they want to exchange? King of Wands. They're a strong leader. Power, charm, courage, visionary, mature, career-driven, successful. But it came out on the side. And it came out on a bunch of nuns having fun. I think they were a part of this group, but kids. I think they were a part of this group, but they realized that they must have realized that it was false or something. That's what the disagreement is about. That it was all about competition and that it wasn't true. And so they see some kind of opportunity. They see some kind of opportunity with the Christ consciousness person. And they want to try to they want to team up. There's some kind of development. They see that there could be some kind of expansion with you, and they want to create a friendship of harmony and stability. They want to celebrate with you. I think they know what these people put you through, and they see you as a blessing, and they realize something about the lies being told about you. Yeah, they realize that you were being rejected, that they put you in separation. I think this one's good, Marge. This one's good. So far, let's see. It feels good. I think this person may be having a hard time coming. I think the King of Wands came out sideways because they were involved and they might have a hard time, or they're trying to figure out how to get out of this situation because they're currently in an obstacle of tension and arguments and disagreements with these people because they want to come. These people are upset that this person wants to break away and come towards you, and this person's also feeling unsure of how to approach you because they were actually involved in whatever's going on. So it's good and it's bad. It's good in that they see that you were rejected and disharmony was created on purpose to separate you, and arguments were created. So it's good they know what you went through, but the bad thing is that they were part of it for a temporary amount of time and they may have played a role, but they want to make it up to you by celebrating you because they realize who you are now, that you're in Christ consciousness, that you're actually someone that they'd want to work with. Hermit. The Hermit. I think they're good, Marge. I think this person's just following maybe you have a social media or something, or there's some way they're keeping tabs on you, but just to make sure that you're okay, because it's like I feel this sense of like waiting for something. There's something they're waiting for. Yeah, the Hermit, they're in solid widow. I think they're waiting for someone to pass. Spirit just said widow. They're waiting for this person of Christ consciousness to become a widow. They could just be in a state of solitude right now, thinking about their actions, seeking truth, because they've been lied to in this group. They're part of this cult or whatever, and they were lied to. So I think they're like doing their due diligence to find out the truth and to see how you operate and to really, they're planning ahead. They're doing
Too many to count.
he has too many plans. They're trying to decide when to approach, and I think they're trying to keep up with you to see when it feels like they're waiting for someone, and they might be waiting for this Tyler person to pass because they have some kind of control over all these people, and they're waiting for them to like to pass away or something. But they want to do selfless integration. They're in solitude, gaining enlightenment, and they're seeking guidance and spiritual enlightenment. That's cool. It's like good and bad. They made a mistake. They didn't know. They were operating based off of a lie. Oh, look, they have Ace of Cups. They have love and compassion for you. Spirit said nightmare. They know you went through a nightmare, and they have compassion for you. They could potentially want to marry you. If they don't want to marry you, they just want to propose like a new opportunity to you. Like they have love for you. I don't know if it's romantic yet, but they just, so far right now, they know what you've been through. They know the nightmare that these people put you through, and so they have compassion for you, and you're helping them feel something different than what they felt before. You're helping them gain some kind of enlightenment, I guess. You're helping them see the truth. You're basically helping them learn discernment, because they were duped too by this group. If they had discernment, they wouldn't have been duped by this group. Confirmation. Ace of Pentacles on top of Ace of Cups. prosperity, opportunity, manifestation, abundance, new career, financial opportunity. I think this is a good one. I don't think you know this person. I'd say if it was anyone from your past to say no, but you don't even know this person. This is someone in this group that's just associated with this group, but you don't know them personally.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know them personally. So, yeah, everyone you know will give anyone you know. Don't accept any offers from people from your past because they'll give you grief. If you know them, say no. If you know, say no. If you don't know, say yes. This person is, oh, okay. Temperance in reverse. This person isn't coming forward yet because they're waiting because they're actually doing self-healing and realignment. This whole situation made them see their own overindulgences and they're actually taking action to, yeah, they're taking action to get over their addictions and their own imbalances and realign themselves. So they're in a state of hermit. Yeah, they said Spirit says small, small addictions, small overindulgences, but definitely a balance is needed before they come forward. So Spirit has them in solitude right now, getting themselves together. But Spirit approves of this union. So that's good. I like that. After all this craziness, oh my gosh, what a movie. This could be made into a movie. Yeah, they may have taken a little bit of a blow, Five of Pentacles. I think they're experiencing some karma. I think because of their involvement in the situation, they're experiencing a little bit of financial loss, a little bit of hardship because they still have to pay for what they did when they were in they could have possibly been involved with a Queen of Wands in reverse. They could have been part of this group and they were part of, they got introduced by this Queen of Wands in reverse. So now they're just kind of going through their own. Spirit said small, so they must not have had like a huge involvement, like not like some of these people, but they definitely knew of you. Yeah, so they're just healing right now. They're healing, doing their thing. Death card in reversed. They're fighting the resistance of change.
Nose.
Biting off their nose despite their face, I want to say. They're just in a place of transformation, so they'll come forward when they're healed enough, I guess. When they're done with their karma. They don't want to bring their karma onto you because that's how karma works. If you're paying off karmic debt and you go near somebody who has no karmic debt, it will like transfer to the person who has less karmic debt. So this person's aware of that. This person must be aware of energy, which is awesome. They know some idea of energy, so they realize that if they come to you where they're at now, it will just bring your own field down. So they're actually taking energetic responsibility and they're dealing with their karma before they come to you. Wow. I think that's so nice. How can this group of people unfuck themselves? Because they did a lot. Do you have any advice for how these people can unfuck themselves? They're not smarter, more mindful, stronger, or any of that stuff. They don't have anything you don't. The only difference is that successful people don't wait. They're not waiting for the right moment. You're way more likely to sell out on yourself than anyone else. Yeah, these people took a shortcut. They believe some's a kid about getting money and doing something to someone for money because they wanted easy money, when really this kid was lying the whole time and they're not going to get any money. There's no money to be gotten. They did all of this for nothing. They killed people, they hurt people, they stole, they lied, they cheated, they did rituals, they did sex magic for nothing. They did it all for nothing. Anyway, I love you. I hope this helps. See you next one.